Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are diving into something both powerful and a bit unique. How simple scripts can be used to grab Wi-Fi credentials in just 5 seconds. Note that this is an educational video to help you understand how vulnerable saved networks can be. So stick around and let's jump in. Now let's understand the attack flow of how things are going on. So the script is stealthy multi-step attack designed to fetch Wi-Fi credentials from a computer and send them to a server via Discord. So it begins with a harmless looking message box to lower suspicion via social engineering. Then it uses the built-in netsh command to export all the saved Wi-Fi profiles, including clear text passwords, into XML files. Next, what is happening is the PowerShell passes these files to extract SSIDs and passwords. The fetched credentials are then formatted and sent to the Discord webhook, which acts as a command and control channel. And finally, the script deletes the XML files to erase evidence and avoid detection. Now let's go on with the demonstration. As you can see here, I already have my script ready. This is the same script we are going to execute on a system. Now let's create our Discord server. I'll go to add a server, create of my own for myself, and we can give the name of a choice. I'll give it as Tech-Wi-Fi server. And as you can see, our server has been created successfully. Now let's create and configure our webhook. I'll go to settings, integration, and as you can see, we have an option called create webhook. I'll click on it, and then here you can add a webhook of your choice. So I'll click on this and I'll change the name. I'll give it as Wi-Fi bot and click on save changes. Now you can see we've been provided with a webhook URL. I'll just copy it. Now I'm going to paste this webhook URL inside my script. So yes, we'll just paste it here. Fine. I'll just save it. And now we are good to go. Now as you guys are closely watching, let's see what happens next. So yes, this is my Discord server and we have a script ready. So I'll double click on my script. And as you can see, we got a pop-up stating, "Hey there, thanks for clicking me." As soon as I click on OK, we can see that the credentials have been fetched from my Windows system and sent it to my Discord server. Now let's check the scan time results as I have Quick Heals installed in my system. And as you can see, it did not flag malicious. Now let's see another case where we have the same code embedded into macros. As you can see, we have a pop-up stating macros has been disabled. Now after I click on enable content, we can see we have received the credentials on a server.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
Now let's see the third case, my final demonstration, where I'm creating a shortcut. Here I'll map my shortcut file to my VBS file. And as you can see, our shortcut file has been created. I'll go to more options, and to make it more legitimate, I'll change the icon, say as an image file icon. Now let's hide our actual VBS script. I'll go to properties and click on hidden. As you can see, we're not able to see the VBS script anymore. Now let's double click on this image file to check whether it's working. And as you can see, we have again received the credentials on a server. Even the virus total report is showing that the file is clean. Now to protect against such attacks, you should limit PowerShell capabilities, watch for outbound Discord traffic, and also prevent Wi-Fi password storage. That's all from my side. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe to my channel for further updates.